G'day all, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of No Retreat, the North African Front. And we're about to go on with turn 3. So again, the Allies pushed the Italians back. The map is supposed to be this way, but this is the easier way to look at it. So that's why I've set it up like this. So the Allies' supply area is up here. The German Axis supply area is down here. I've marked out all the sort of towns and so forth with the German markers to start with. So that's where we are. Righto. So first things first is... we'll move the turn marker over there. And we had an event which was delayed, and that was the Ethiopian event, which means that the 4th Italian Division now has to go to turn 5 as a reinforcement. So that was a lot better than we were expecting. We had them last time, which was wonderful. Right, so we've done the turn counter. There's no Malta stuff yet. Game turn event for this time is strategic reserve. So we can voluntarily put people in the strategic reserve if we wish from now on. So that's that. The Germans get, well, the Axis get a blitz marker for the first time. Whoops, idiot. So here's their blitz marker. Now, one thing that I said before which was wrong was that you retain your blitz markers and stuff like that. I wasn't sure. I said I'd check. And you don't retain blitz or shock markers, and you don't retain the attack counter blow markers either. So I've removed the counter blow markers from the Axis and the shock marker that I had left over from the Allies. So that's that. Checks, victory, Malta advantage. No, we don't have any of that at the moment. So we're into the strategic phase. So again, we'll go to the Germans first and look at what cards they want to keep. So we don't have any Germans still, so we'll probably get rid of that. Coordination problems again. We can't play that because of Malta. Captured Allied supply during the battle sequence of your combat phase. If any Axis advances 3 hexes after combat, gain 1 supply per unit. Again, no good until we get to the Germans, which come on next time. But I think that's a worthwhile card to keep. This one's no good because of Malta. This one's no good due to the Allies. And again, this one's a good one for next time because we'll get Rommel and the Germans. I don't want to lose that. Play immediately after the German 15th and or 21st Division has advanced style of combat in order to attack again with these 2 units if stacked with a face-up Rommel marker. They cannot advance. So that gives them an extra attack. And I think that's probably worthwhile keeping as well. And this one's no good. So they're going to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards straight away. And the Allies are going to get rid of plating time cards for sudden death or play during the organisation to replace 1 unit for free at full strength. That's still a good card to keep. I'm going to keep that. This is no good. This is no good. So we'll get rid of those two. Knight engagement. Play at the end of your movement phase to move a stack of allied units from the map and place them in the shattered. I don't care about that at the moment. And this one is no good either. So the Germans have retained 2 cards. The Axis have retained 2 cards. The Allies have retained 1. Okay, so the Germans, we're still in good weather. So they get 6 cards plus 1. They've already got 2, so they'll get 5. Righto. So the first one, yes, they get. The second, they get. Third, they get. Fourth, they get. And the fifth, they get. Okay. And the Allies get 6 plus 1 for the good weather, plus 1 for initiative. So they'll pick up 7 new cards. They get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 more. There we go. Right. So, supply-wise, again, we're on a contested map. So the Germans get because it's a German symbol, sorry. The Axis get 3 supply, which takes them up to 6. And the Allies get 3 supply, taking them up to 10. Okay, so that's the supply and discard draw bit done. Game event, like I said, nothing happens there because it just means we can put things in strategic reserve. Victory check, no. Okay, so strategic phase, Allies first. Let's see if they can or want to play anything. So they can't play this one because it's got the roundel on it. This is a battle card, or play at the start of the Allied combat phase. After discarding this card for any reason, immediately receive 2 supply points or 1 new shock marker if available. So, did we get any shock markers this time? Oh, we get 1. So I'm not going to use that at the moment. We can't use that card. We can't use that card. This is a battle card. Can't use that card, and we can't use that card. So, no, the Allies are not playing any cards. The Axis, no, they can't play after declaring battles during an Allied combat phase to place up to 3 counterblow markers, or choose 1 Allied combat before rolling to get a CR result. No. Tactical feint, no. Panzer attack, we can't play at the moment because we don't have any German lands, and that's a battle card as well. So nobody's playing any cards. Okay. Organisation phase, so shattered units. The only shattered unit is this one, which comes back to us for free. Yay! Build up, no. Rebuild. Okay, so we're not rebuilding these. Now, what do these cost? Cost 1 supply point to replace on reduced strength side only. So they are reduced already. So there they... Whoop. So that's 2 supply points that they will spend. Done. So they've got those 2 units. I don't have any that need to be rebuilt or anything else. Reinforcements. The Italians get 1, which is 20 core. Like that. They've got a strategic reserve as well. entrenchments or withdrawals. Okay, now, entrenchments, they're not going to worry about. Yes, they are. Sorry. They're going to get 2 entrenchments. So that's 2 supply points. And what they're going to do is they're going to put one here at Agadabia. And the main reason for this is simply because, oops, dropping counters. Where did you go, you horrible little thing? Ow, that was my head. Okie doke. Concussion works. The whole idea of these is simply to screw up the chances of supply. So because we've got, well, in fact, I don't want to put that one there. I'm going to put that one there. So they're going to have to take that out because otherwise supply past this point will be cut off this way and this way. And this one I'm simply going to put here at Marble Arch. So that means that at the moment, well, do they need that one? No, they don't. So they're not going to get rid of that one. Yeah, and they'll get a supply point back. I think we'll just worry about one. So there they are. Do we want to buy any? No, not at the moment. So that's fine. So we go to declare offensives. And we are going to declare offensives. So we'll pay 1 and get 2 attacky markies. There's our 2 attacky markies. We have 1 shock marker. Now, do I want another shock marker? No, I don't. Right. Declare deployment phase. Okay, so we have 3 Italian units to deploy. And what I am going to do is I'm going to deploy these 2 units in Marble Arch. And I'm going to deploy this unit here in Elagalia. Now, the whole idea of this Italian setup is that they can both get off the map very easily, but the Allies are going to have to waste supplies coming down and until they destroy or these guys leave the map. So it's simply a holding action for them to use up supplies. The Libyan unit here in strategic reserve. Now I'll just check that again because I want to make sure I get that right. 12.4. 12.4. Back here. Okay. Starting on game turn 3, instead of deploying on the map, units can now set up for free. 3 units maximum in their owner's strategic reserve. So we can do that. At the end of their owner's movement phase, any such square units in the strategic reserve may be placed on a friendly coloured map X hedge or in or adjacent to a friendly supplied city or town hex not in an enemy ZOC by spending 1 counter blow marker per unit released or by rolling 1 die. 1 to 3 is success, a 4 to 6 no effect. It is placed immediately in the used supply support target CB box. Okay. And that is that. So we may try and get that unit out just so he's going to be available later, but get him ready to withdraw as well. Right. Righty. So next what we have is the deployment for the allies. So we're going to deploy 3rd tank along with Coombe, because they move the fastest, and we're going to deploy them straight there. No, in fact, because these are the fastest, we can deploy them straight there. So they'll come down this way and take out all this stuff on their way down. 7th Armoured will deploy here. And the 6th Australian Division with the 32nd tank, heavy tanks, will deploy here. And they're just going to bring up the rear sort of thing. So deployment phase is over. We go to the supply phase. The allies are in supply. The Axis are in supply. So that's good. We go into the movement phase for the allies. So these little fellas here go 1, 2, 3 like that. This is now allied. So we've taken Zus, whatever. This guy can go 5, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he won't. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. And these guys will come along here and we'll go 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 5, 6. Oh, sorry, 5.5. He doesn't have a zone of control. 6 into there, that's gone. But they had to waste people going all that way. And we pick up 3 supply points from Benghazi. Now, we could have tried to hold Benghazi, but all our people only have 2 movement. And as you can see, they just would have got smashed. So we pick up 3 supply for the Allies. 2 + 1, and now they're up to 12 supply. We've done our movement. There is no combat. So we go on to the supply phase for the Italians at the moment. So they're all in supply. Our guys can go 1, 2, 3 back to here and off. These guys can go straight back here and off. So everybody is in supply. Movement phase. These 2 guys are going to go straight off the board like that, and they go into the shattered box. And this bloke will go 1/2, 1/2 like that. There is no combat, so we go on to continuation, and I pay the 1 for continuation. And this little bloke here comes down 1/2, 1, 1/2, 2, 1/2, 3, 1/2, 4, and he can't get into here. So he'll simply go 1/2, 3, 1/2, 4, and into there, like that. And those 3 are gone. And we are good there. And we are good there, which is the main thing. So that, these guys here will go 1, 2, 3 into here. And these little fellas will go 1/2, 1, 1/2, 2, 1/2, 3, 1/2, 4, 1/2, 5, 1/2, 6, following the road down like that. Combat, there is no combat. So we go on to the supply phase. 20 core is in supply. These guys are all in supply, can trace back this road, this track, or this track. So that's good. Combat phase, there is no combat. So we go into the continuation phase. And yes, we have to continue. So we waste another supply for our continuation, and we go into the movement phase. And this bloke here is going to go... No, these guys here. He's infantry, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. This guy here can go half, 1, 1.5, 3.5 to there. And these three guys here, the two guys here can go half, 1, half, 2, half, 3 into there. And then we can do combat, and we can try and knock out. So we nominate our combat into here. This bloke is in here for 5, and he's a 2-step unit. So he's in there for 5. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's only 1 to 1. So let's mark it. 1 to 1. We get a tank bonus, taking it to 3 to 2, but he has no box. That's right, I didn't put a box there, I should have. So in fact, let's go back. That's 4, 9 is 2 to 1. Tank bonus is 3 to 1. And we may as well use the shock marker because we're going to lose it anyway. So there it goes. 4 to 1. He has a blitz, but he can't use it. So do we want to use a card for the Brits? No, no, no. No, no. 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 Okay. Do the Axis want to play a card? Play at any time to make either player re-roll a single roll. Afterward, you decide which roll to use, or play to cancel and discard any combat card. Okay, so let's just hang on to that one at the moment. They can't play this. Forget about that. They can't play that. Play after declaring battles during an allied combat phase to place up to 3 counterblows. Well, they've got no counterblows. Or choose any one combat before rolling to get an automatic CR. Now, a CR is a counterattack required. The defenders must... Well, that's not much good because... Ooh, okay, so we could play this. So counterattack required. The defender must launch, so we'd be making them counterattack. The defender must launch an immediate counterattack or apply a DR result. And a DR result would get this bloke straight off here, like that, into the shattered box, and he's not going to get hurt at all, is the way I read that. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to play that card. And then we do a DR result. Is that right? Yeah, the defender must launch an immediate counterattack, which would be or apply a DR result. No, I don't think we can do that. Sorry. Forget about it. Okay, so the attack's going to go ahead. So we have a 4-1. Here we go. Well, we get a 3, which is a DR result. So he retreats off, bang, goes up into the shattered units box, and then we can advance into there. Brr, brr, brr. Yay, we took Marble Arch. And that's the end of it. Nice, short. All we did was force the Allies to use their supplies. And that was it. So the attack markers, the blitz markers, all that sort of stuff goes away. And is done. We remove all the other markers. Dump, 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 dump. They're all gone. The no supply marker goes. And we remove our troopies back to where they were. And that was the easiest it's ever going to be for us, because after that, Rommel and everybody's turning up. Yay! Righto. I forgot to roll for him. I'm just going to go back and roll for him during their movement phase. 1 to 3, they get him. They got a 3, so I would have put him here with that bloke. So therefore, he's up there as well. So the Italians have got 4 units. Right, map control for map 2. We now have for the Brits. And in the next turn, whoops, sorry. Map 1 will be the contested map. But all the Germans are coming on, so it's time for them to push us all the way back towards Alexandria. Okay, so that is that. I've returned all blitz, shock, attack, counterblow markers, all that sort of stuff, all gone away. The Axis have 3 supply. The Allies at the moment have 10 supply. We also have our box still. We still have O'Connor, who I forgot to put on the map, but yeah, sorry. But nobody did any attacks other than all the brown ones anyway, so it didn't matter. So again, thanks for watching. Nice quick one, like I said, and we'll go on from there. As you can see up here, quite a few Italians and some Germans coming on, along with, once we get to map 3, the Tobruk box starts to go there and stuff like that. We're going to lose a lot of troops in this next one. Simple as that. We've got to send troops to different places and all the rest of it, so we're going to lose them for a while. We'll pick some up, but yeah, I think the next turn is going to be very much like this turn was, with the Allies running back to the west to get away from the Italian and German onslaught. So again, please take care. I hope you enjoyed. I don't think there are any stuff-ups, but anything's possible, and I will catch you next time for part 4, which will actually be turn 4. I've decided this time to call them parts rather than turns, just in case some of the turns start to go a bit too long. That way we just keep it in, rather than turn 1A, 1B and stuff like that. We can just go in parts. So I will catch you later. Bye for now.